Yeah, welcome everybody to the Fly Racing Racer X Seattle Supercross review. Thank you for watching and listening. Really appreciate it. If you are a newer watcher of YouTube, we've only started doing these maybe for a year or so. Thanks for watching. And of course, the podcast reviews are always super popular. So love doing these each and every Sunday if we can. And yeah, thanks again, everybody. Appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to Racer X Magazine. There'll be lots of cool things in there. And also thank you to Fly Racing, by the way. Cooper Webb leading a lot of laps last night in his Fly Racing gear. The code Pulpmx to save with Fly Racing. They had the new LE stuff out, Seattle Seahawks ish, and all the Fly riders were wearing it. So please check that stuff out. It's the latest and greatest from the folks at Fly Racing. Formula helmet, of course, head to toe. They'll have you covered. They got some good boots. And again, 2 or 3 lines have the boa closure system on it, which if you're like a 35-inch waist, not a 34, not a 36. That BOA stuff's amazing. So thank you to Fly Racing, flyracing.com for all that they do for us on this show. Renthal, Maxxis, motorsport.com, Brunt Work Wear. Also, we'll tell you more about them later on. And let's get into some Seattle if we can. Not joining us yet is Jason Weigandt. He will pop up at some point on this screen. But the trackside analyst for Seattle, German Supercross champion, Jason Thomas. What's up, JT?
We're getting closer, man. It's on-track analyst, but I appreciate your efforts.
What did I say?
Trackside, but we're getting there. I'm appreciative of your efforts to make these changes.
Listen, it doesn't matter.
I'm not mad. I'm commending you for getting closer. It's just funny to me.
We'll get there when it's time. Hey, the LE stuff that you guys put out, I was giving you shit in the press box because I'm like, dude, you guys know it's gonna be muddy. You know it's not going to be a great race for debuting gear. It actually wasn't that muddy. Actually, it didn't turn out to be muddy. But then you told me, no, man, they're Seahawks colors. And I'm like, oh, well, that makes sense. So, yeah, good job on that stuff. And it's available now?
It is available now. And I will be transparent and say I didn't think it was a good idea because of February in Seattle. Mm-hmm. You're like, hey, did you guys realize it's Seattle in February? I'm like, yes. Yep. I was beating that drum. But you got to realize where we live, a lot of Seahawks fans. I work with a lot of Seahawks fans, and that won out. So the plan was, hey, if it's going to be a true disaster, we need to get a lot of photos like of them in the pits on Friday, walking around, track walk, like whatever we can, because we have to get something of these guys when they're not covered in mud. In the end, very happy to report it all worked out. Track was, I thought, reasonably good. So, yeah, for me, I get really numb to these colorways and different design. I just see a lot of it, right? I've been there working there a long time. But yeah, it is fun to be a part of cool things like that.
And it's the light line of gear.
It is light,
correct? Yeah, the light line of gear.
Yeah, it's the one that all the racers want to wear. It changed over the years, but right now, white is the flavor of the. I don't even want to say the week. It's been a little while now, but everybody loves that stuff.
So check out your local dealer now, flyracing.com, and get the limited edition stuff. Code Pulpmx saves on that. Yeah, the whole, I had to laugh because, not that you follow hockey, but the Olympics in Italy, it was a whole thing about the rink. It's not under it's under construction. It's not going to be ready. What's going to happen? What's going to go on? And the media reported endlessly on this rink and the issues we got. And guess what? The Olympics are there and everything's fine and the rink is fine and whatever. It's going on. And I just think to myself of all the podcasts and things I read about this rink not being ready and construction delays. Kind of the same thing for Seattle Supercross. I mean, February, Seattle, and I mean, it did rain a little bit on Friday and they pumped some water off the track. But in the end, this was as good, and that's in quotations, as any other Seattle. I mean, and better than we've had. We've had some horrific races there. This race was all fine. All the worry and consternation about February in Seattle didn't turn out to be much.
Yeah, we got lucky for sure. They did pump 1,500 gallons of water off the track, which is a crazy number. I don't even know how to kind of quantify that. I just know it's a big number. But yeah, think about the Super Bowl problems we had. They couldn't move in until Wednesday. They basically had a one-day track build because they had to try to beat the rain on Friday. So they had essentially all of Thursday to build this entire racetrack. And we did catch a break. It didn't rain Thursday. It was sunny out when they built it. and then it didn't rain at all on Saturday. The only time it rained was when it was covered. I think that in the end was the reason it turned out the way it did. That was pure luck. There's no way to predict that or dodge it.
Yeah.
Had Friday been Saturday, it would have been catastrophically bad. I mean, it rained all day, all night.
Yeah.
So, take a break when we can get it. We know we're not always going to catch that.
Yeah. None of the Seattles have been like think Foxborough. We've never had that in Seattle.
It's been bad there. You don't remember
it's been bad, but
06 was horrific.
Yeah. I just don't think we've had Foxborough. We haven't had San Fran. San Fran to me strikes out as a worse mutter than Seattle.
06 was really bad.
Yeah.
I only know it because I was in it. Maybe go back and watch it. A lot of people won't remember it. I know your probably memory is faded because it just, unless you lived through it and had to deal with it, it just immediately comes to my mind. But for how it could be every year in Seattle like this. Yeah. So to your point, we haven't had as bad as it could have been. No, it was an ever-changing racetrack, one of those brutal Seattles, just like, I heard Indianapolis more than a few times from guys. Indy with the dirt and the no lime stuff has really turned into an attrition race like Seattle. And I told these guys in my post-race interviews, I don't want to be out there racing, but I like watching you guys because you guys make mistakes, and I like the varied lap times and everything else. Like, I like this kind of race. It was really exciting to watch because it was so tough. But having said that, man, I feel for those guys because I do not want to come off and know that I got to go 3 onto that table out of that turn. Like, that's not something I want to do. Yeah, I didn't. As a racer, I kind of liked it, but I think it's all like, yes, doing that 3, I wouldn't have been doing that, but the rest of it, I hesitate. Joey really got into it. Joey broke it down and said, dude, I like this. You got to think about it. It's technical. It slows everybody down. Yeah. Well, I was hesitating because I don't want to use the word safer because I know crashes happen, but it's slower. You know what I mean? So I think it's just a more methodical race, and it's more tactical, and guys are making decisions where so many races of Supercross now is like slot car, the lines don't change, and you're just going like lightning quick around the racetrack. I sucked at that, so maybe I have a bias there, but this is a very unique type of racing, and I really like it. Yeah, Joey really broke it down nicely in my post-race pod about why he likes this kind of stuff. He wasn't feeling great. He had some illness going on, but he just said, man, like it really brings us all together, and it really makes you think out there on the racetrack. And speaking of thinking, we had some different rhythms going on in the 450 class. Eli Tomac took the win again. And really, like the lane before the finish, he was going inside on that roll, triple, and an out, I think, right? Was that what it was? I haven't watched the race back. Yeah, in the main event before the finish. That line was huge. Right before the finish, or the lane along the sideline? Well, the lane before the finish, well, there's 2 lanes. There's 2 lanes. No, the lane before the finish, before that, where he was going inside. Tomac was going inside. Yeah, and going roll 2, 3. I mean, the fastest line there was go 3-3-2, which only a few guys ever did. Yeah, Hunter was going 3 in at the very end. I mean, there were sections that were, I thought, challenging all night. The section along that before that one, where like Kitchen and Hayden were going different options. There was a ton of ways to make and lose time, which I think is the point. A track like Glendale, you get tunnel vision and you just do the same thing over and over and over and over and over, and it's like super repetitive. A race like Seattle, you simply can't be repetitive. The track's changing all the time, and if you don't change with it and you don't adapt and you don't stay present-minded, you're either going to crash or your lap time's going to fall apart because you just simply can't do the same thing you've been doing the whole time. Joining us now, the voice of the Seattle Supercross with RC in the booth, the Jason Weigandt. Thanks for coming, Weege. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, and I'll have to leave early too. Lots of kids' activities. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Got Read the Ride Act over the weekend. We're doing everything we can here. We appreciate you being here. Yeah. That's sad. All right.
It's sad, yeah. The children take away the joy of this pod.
It's sad that you're there for your kids, Weege.
Yeah, sad.
I'm just trying to help Steve's Pulp Empire as much as I can. I know that's priority.
So I was talking to Seth Rarick over there, who does a dartfish for Red Bull KTM, and he said a couple things, which was pretty obvious. Eli was pulling the 3 on more than Coop was. Coop had some issues doing it. And then that rhythm lane, Seth said, when Eli started going inside there and roll, that was super key. He said that was way faster. And then Seth said, do you remember Eli did this like 2 years ago, the same thing? No, I'm sorry. Rich Simmons said that. Cooper Webb's manager, he said Eli did this same thing 2 years ago where he started rolling a rhythm inside and it was faster. And I was like, oh yeah, I do remember something about that, him figuring that line out. But really, in talking to Rich Simmons, Webb's guy, talking to Seth Rarick, the Dartfish KTM guy, they said those two things to them gave Eli the race. The triple on was obvious to me, but the roll line was not as obvious to me, and they said that it was crushing Coop in that. So good job, Eli Tomac.
Yeah, and it's kind of a principle of these type of races where the outside's only fast if you can go really fast through the rut. You know, once the ruts slow down and you're going slow into, like, you just can't carry speed through the outside of the, like, there's no reason to be out there. The other side of that is when Eli goes inside and rolls, he then changes the jumps where he's jumping in between, right? So he's now jumping where there's no rut, so he can carry a lot of speed and jump through those jumps instead of like angling and picking his way and kind of popping up through the rut. So there's a lot of upside to what Eli was doing, but it's so counterintuitive to take a very obvious slow way through there, which is then going to unlock a lot of speed later. So it seems obvious in hindsight, right? We've seen this over time, but it's I can speak from experience. It's so hard to do that in the middle of a race and think about, hey, I'm going to abandon what I've been doing all day and I'm going to go to the inside and roll around this corner. Like, that is just such a hard thing to think is going to be the fast way, but Eli did it. Nobody else did.
You know that Eli thought the 3 in on that same section was going to be like in his back pocket, right? He did it late in qualifying and it was really good. He was one of the few guys to do it and probably was like, hey, I'm going to save that. And then, like you said, the track got shitty, couldn't do it as much. But Weege, dare we say that Eli Tomac, Cooper Webb, you know, figuring it out, changing things up?
Yeah, but I mean, these guys have battled a lot through the years. And that race that Rich was referring to is 2023, where Tomac also beat Webb in Seattle. I mean, they've raced each other a lot. They've beaten each other a lot. He's beaten Coop many times where I think, you know, he's just a beast sometimes. And Coop tries all his magic and all his stuff. But sometimes Eli's just too good and you can't do it. So I still feel like it was Eli Tomac's just a physical freak, and you can try to outsmart him. You can try every weapon you got, and sometimes he's just better. I think it comes down to sometimes.
Yeah, I told Rich, like, I don't think it's a case of like, hey, Coop blew this. Just tip your visor to Tomac, man. Webb rode great. Like, just Tomac figured it out, and he's an all-timer, right?
Coop was mad at himself. We talked about it. You know, there's a lot that goes on before. It's almost like your podcast after the race. We talk before we go on camera about racing stuff, and then we barely touch on it because we don't have time in the interview. But yeah, I was like, man, because Coop was going through the whoops and then going super tight and then all the way left and stepping on. Well, when that line went away, Tomac picked up another line like mid-corner, did it like 3 times in a row, and Coop didn't figure it out. Coop didn't jump on. Eli jumped those 3 times on. And you never want to say like that was the race, but that was such a crucial part of
8/10 quicker. Yeah, 8/10 quicker. 8/10 quicker going on.
Yeah. And it doesn't mean that was the entire race, but at that juncture, it allowed Eli to get to him and past him, and it really changed the face of the race, right? Because it didn't seem like Eli had a lot of other places to make up time, and then boom, he picks that line up. Coop falls apart in that section, and that's what you and I were talking about right at the beginning of this podcast. You don't get that at Glendale. Like, that is not going to be a dynamic at Glendale. You'd never see that.
Coop was really mad at himself about the whoops. I'll have to go back and see how.
Oh, he was jumping them for a little bit.
Well, he's half blitzing, half jumping, half screwing around. I think that was half what he's saying is like, I had no plan. Like, I couldn't jump good. Couldn't blitz good. That was a disaster.
Yeah. Because I mean, I know the basic thing is, oh yeah, you're jumping, you're slower, but not in those conditions. I mean, dude, Hunter was jumping at the end and it was insane fast. So it could be made to work. He just didn't make it work.
He wasn't doing it well is the problem, I think. He tried. We showed it on screen a couple times and he was not doing it well.
Yeah.
What I think is gnarly about these guys, it's the little stuff within the race. So Coop's riding great. He's blitzing the whoops. It's working, everything else. He starts jumping them. Eli gets by him, like due to not so much due to the whoops, but more that other stuff. Then Coop starts blitzing again because he's like, jump's no good. And like, he's not comfortable blitzing him, but he's just like, I have to blitz these now. And that's the little stuff late in a moto or late in a main event where you're like, dude, these guys are so gnarly. Cause he's like, do I want to win? Yes. Okay. Got time to start blitzing again.
I took that. My interpretation was he wasn't necessarily sure where he was losing time, and he thought it might be the whoops. Like he's like, okay, I'm going to jump, and then Eli's blitzing. That's got to be a reason he caught me and passed me. So then he reverts to it, even though it wasn't. Right? He doesn't have the benefit of this overview that we have and replay, and like he's just in the midst of it. His heart rate's 185. Right? That was what I saw. Is he's just like, he's got to be better there, so I'm gonna blitz. Like it's got to be better. That's why he's doing it, and in the end, it wasn't.
Yeah, and the Freon did it, and then also Tomac said the other line, that inside roll, just by being out of the main line in the ruts, he said I could actually relax and breathe through one section of the track. With JT, I'm sure that's like a huge factor because there's no resting anywhere when it starts.
Well, you get the rest. You get the like Coop said, he got arm pump.
Yep,
and that's an area where you can rest your arms. And also you can just push through the jumps. You hear riders talk about this. Like Hunter Lawrence has done so much work this offseason to try to get the bike where they can carry more speed through the jumps. And riders would say, like, I'm going to push through the jumps, right? That is carrying more speed. Well, when it gets rutty, you can't. You're just basically trying to navigate the ruts. When the jumps are perfect, you can accelerate hard through each jump. And that's where Tomac was making up more time there and resting at the same time, which is like a double whammy for him.
Yeah, Rarick was very excited about that roll line. Said, because the dartfish stuff, he was like, that was it. That was it.
No,
figured it out.
He did not take credit. He said they did not show him that.
Oh.
No, he said that was all Eli on the fly.
No. I know that. I'm just saying afterwards, Rarick was like, that was it. That was the line
after, for sure.
Yeah,
but they did not figure that, I think, after practice, do this. The 3 in, I think, would have been.
Yeah, it makes sense, though. If the corner's slow, and you can't go 3 in, roll double is the same thing. It's the same thing as 3 in.
Yeah, because again, like you said, going slow into the rut and all that. So good job, Eli Tomac gets his 3rd win. And I guess when you go to Webb, like again, not stoked, like you said, JT, but he again made up points. He's closer. So, that's probably not that super awesome for Coop, but he's just chipping away here. Yeah.
He would have liked to have beaten Eli. I got that sense from him, right? Because he knows Eli is going to be in this thing like that. I think he considers everybody relevant, but Eli is like a top tier threat, right? He's like grade A, this is a problem type threat. And it's a 6-point swing, no matter how you look at it. So I think lots of different ways to look at it. Yes, the points go to 11, but if he could have not given Eli the swing, that would be, I think, a little bit better of a setup.
Well, you know me, I'm a very half full guy, so I'm always looking at things half full. And
you and Joey are
absolutely. Hey, by the way, thank you to Maxxis Tires for coming on board this podcast. I got my Maxxis hat on. The International Supercross race team, which JT is still trying to get these Cowie teams straight, but they use Maxxis tires.
I'm there. I think I'm there.
PRMX, yeah. Yep. Okay. All right. Well, who rides for PRMX?
Is that Weitzel?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yep. I did not think I thought, and then.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Past that.
What?
Yoder still or no?
Is Freddie still over there?
Is Freddie there?
I gave you.
No, he wasn't on that.
I gave you. The lights was impressive because I knew you would name the other guy, but you can't name the obvious guy.
I don't know.
Mitchell Harrison.
It's Sunday.
Mitchell Harrison.
Who is it?
Mitchell Harrison.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because they're wearing, so they wear callus.
Yeah.
And they're PRMX. Okay.
Yep.
Got it.
And the International Supercross race team.
Freezy is IFRT.
Yep. And they use Maxxis also. Well, Max Miller was, but he weeded himself.
Got it. Okay. Now I'll have it now. Once you tell me that once, I'm there. Okay.
Oh, okay. Guess who's going to suit up for PRMX here coming up this weekend?
No idea.
Luke Clout.
Oh, wow. I did hear he was coming over. So
250 class.
Oh, 250 East. Wow, cool.
Yeah.
He could be backside of the top 10.
Maxxis Tires, by the way, Maxxis.com. Jeremy McGrath. JT, you do know McGrath, right, Jeremy?
Yes.
McGrath?
Familiar.
Okay. Yep. using Maxxis tires out there, and he's got him on his UTV and mountain bikes. Great stuff. And again, Fly Racing, flyracing.com. Weege, what'd you think of the Seahawks Fly Racing LE gear? Did you know it was the Seahawks sort of thing? I did not know that until JT pointed it out.
I knew because we were sent a press release, so I had an extra eye on it. One Jason Thomas at Fly sent a press release. I thought it looked good, but no, it didn't immediately jump out to me that it was Seahawks. But because there's so many shades of the green, But once I found that out, I thought it looked good. I thought it looked better than like Webb had like a red, white, and blue motif going 2 weeks ago, or was that Houston?
I like that stuff. I like that.
Yeah, see, I like this better than that.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay. Oh, I like that stuff better than this. Okay. Justin Cooper, third, first podium of the year. He got a little fortunate, which we'll get into, but yeah, good job, Jay Coop. Starts with there. He rode really well. He was on the board again, which he was last week as well for a little bit. So Justin Cooper's slowly turning things around here. So pretty good race by him.
He I don't want to say the wrong word. I was gonna say he punted Hunter, but like they're not huge fans of each other. Justin.
I didn't know that.
Hunter Warren. So,
okay.
There was some extra attitude going on there when Cooper got by him, which really screwed Hunter up, that whole sequence.
Yeah.
But if you're J Coop, whatever, man, take it however you can get it.
Just 1 week after you have Rich Simmons on the show, his riders go 2-3, of course.
The bump.
I thought J Coop was going to get penalized. He looked like, to me, he jumped on a red cross that was maybe in the wrong spot. So, who was down on that double? We don't have triples anymore. We just got doubles.
Marchbanks?
Nope.
No, that was a rhythm section.
I don't know who it was, but
I don't either.
Rod Bell was in the
they
250s.
had the red cross out in the lane. Rod Bell's 250s. Yep. They had the red cross out, and he jumped the little double thing. And then I was like, oh, I think that's bad. And then I texted Jeremy Albrecht, and he's like, nope, no penalties. And I'm like, okay, maybe because the red cross was out too early. I think it was, to me. Like the rider was down on the double, not on the double before on the lane. I don't know. But we also had a yellow flag being waved in the sand turn for, I don't know, 10 minutes. Nothing looked out of place to me. The people in front of us turned around and told us that the yellow was being waved because there was a rut in the turn.
Tough block?
So, no, a rut. They said there was a rut there.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, it was really interesting. Okay. But anyways, no tough block that I saw, no rider down, so a little flagging issues. Good job, J Coop. So I got home. I've literally been off the plane for like an hour, so I've not gone back to watch the Hunter Kenny incident. I did talk to Hunter after the race. He did feel really bad. Like he legitimately was like, yeah, I can't do that. Kenny kind of came into me, but my wheels slipped and I went into Kenny, knocked us both down. That, I'm trying to get points here. That knocked me out of a podium spot. All this stuff that he said. And like, yeah, like honestly, like Hunter was like, that's really my bad. How did you guys see it? I'll start with you, Weege.
Yeah, it was his bad. Now, in his defense, he did pass J Coop in the exact same way.
That was his line every lap, too.
Yeah, that became his thing, jumping from the inside to the outside. And it wasn't a true split lane where you weren't allowed to do that. But, I mean, was anybody else doing it? I don't know if anyone else had really done it all day. So I don't think there's any chance that Roczen is anticipating, if I go outside here, I might have a collision on my hands. And JT, I think what you pointed out was he was he closer to J Coop?
Yeah, and I think yes, he was.
Yeah,
and I think he go back and watch you won't. But I broke this down on the SMX Insider post show, Steve, after the race. I walked over there, walked through it, where they were, all the things. You can really see Hunter screw the corner up before it. He's right behind him, coming out, coming into the corner. He makes a mistake exiting the corner, and Kenny gaps him going in. So I think that gap was bigger than Hunter anticipated. So Hunter goes for it anyway, and it was just a timing thing. If he's right on him right there, Kenny realizes he's there. Hunter's in front of him. Nothing happens. Like Kenny's like, damn it, I didn't even know you were going there. Now I'm past. But that gap, now Kenny's already committed because he doesn't hear Hunter at all. Hunter still goes for it anyway, which is where the real mistake was. Like Hunter should have realized he's not close enough anymore to really make that happen. And we talked about this during the race. He was going to get him anyway. He was so much faster in so many other sections. He was going to pass him regardless. I agree with Hunter. It was his bad, but it wasn't like he tried to take him out or anything. He just got the timing wrong. Like 100% just got the timing wrong.
Yeah, it was like he entered 10 feet behind Kenny instead of right behind him. So then instead of landing it right in front of him like he did with J Coop, he landed right into him. And yeah, we looked at the lap time. Dude, there were laps where he was going 3 seconds faster than Kenny. So he was going to get him anyway. And almost justice was served because if not for the kickstart, I think Kenny would have actually ended up beating Hunter. Hunter would have penalized himself more than Kenny. Kenny got up quicker.
Kenny got up. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, well, you make a move that you shouldn't have made. And in the end, you're going to be penalized by it. But then Kenny just had to go into neutral, had to kickstart the bike. Not a good night with the heat race, too.
No.
The kickstarter.
Or practice for Jason Anderson.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What the heck was that? I saw him like sitting in the bottom of bull turns. Stopped.
He had to go to the LCQ. He crashed in the heat, crashed in practice both times. Couldn't start the bike for a little bit.
Every time I saw him, he was kicking his bike.
Yeah. Not yellow magic. Not a yellow magic night.
I think Kenny gets up early, and there were only 2 laps to go. I think he gets up so far ahead of Hunter that he ends up probably getting the 4th, and Hunter gets 5th, and J Coop gets them both. But instead, Roxon gets 10th. But yeah, it was weird just because obviously that's not the kind of stuff we always think of Hunter as being so calculated. But as I always say, man, it's like sometimes quarterbacks get intercepted. They didn't intend. Yeah. They thought that was a window they could get it into. It's 2 laps to go. He should have waited. He probably would have gone right by him in the whoops or one of the rhythms, but I'm sure that wasn't the intention.
And also like props to Hunter for being like, yeah, my bad. Like my fault. Shouldn't have done that. You know what I mean? Like a lot of racers can't like self-reflect like that right after a race always.
Like he's so self-analyzing all the time.
Yeah. He's other racers would be like, I got to look at the tape, or I'm not sure. I got to look at it. You know what I mean? Hunter was always like, yep. All right.
Yeah. He is so different, like with that stuff than most riders anyway. It doesn't shock me.
Yeah. And so early in the race, Hunter was right there. I think he was 3rd right away and then just got dropped. Those guys steamrolled him.
Jacob
and then
got him good.
Yeah.
It was seriously 2 things. Yeah. He got J Coop, and then he almost fell when J Coop hit him, and then I think Plessinger got by, and literally those 2 positions. Oh, and Chase, he got passed by 3 guys because of one thing.
Yeah,
and then I mean, we all know the difference between 4th and 7th on the first lap is it ruined his whole race.
Nope, and it took a while to get going, but you guys were right. His lap times were fast at the end, man. Holy smokes, he was figuring it out.
He told you, Steve, he spun on the gate.
Yeah.
He said that in his interview after the race too.
Still came out all right, though. But yeah, he was very concerned about spinning on the gate. Hasn't spun on the gate forever. They work really hard on their starts, as we know. I didn't spin on the gate at all.
I was wondering, so they haven't run the scoop tire in a long time, and they ran it, which I know everybody's over the scoop tire talk, but they haven't run it all year, really, and they ran it there. So maybe the start nuance caught him off a little bit. I don't know.
He ran.
Did everybody run it?
I'm pretty sure he ran in the main. Yeah.
Did everybody run it?
I didn't look at everybody's tire, but lots of people were running it. And I
assumed. I assumed it was back on for most guys in these conditions for sure.
I did too.
Most guys tried it. I think the first practice was scoop everywhere, and a lot of guys went away. I went and talked to Jay Dungy there, and he said, "Yeah, Eli tried it, and honestly, it had so much traction, that the bike was like wheeling and he couldn't even turn."
Yeah,
I think Prado would have used it. That was about it.
Yeah, don't take my word for gospel that Hunter ran it either. I was just maybe thinking that, but
they thought so. For whatever reason, KTM figured Hunter would, and Prado probably was going to, but they were like, it was sucking the bike down to such a degree that you couldn't even turn.
Yeah, so, Prado tried it. In practice, I saw him switch wheels mid practice. Yeah, but there is such a thing. Too much traction.
So Eli did not run it. Weege.
Only in first practice.
Yeah.
Not in the main.
Okay. Yeah. So really, just like Tampa for Kenny, I mean, that was worse, but man, it really knocks him out. And a little bit like they don't want to hear about the kickstart, and 98 times out of 100, that thing doesn't cost them, and it's fine. It's no big deal, but you
know what's funny?
He's in the heat race too.
Yeah. It did. He's actually only 11 points back, and he's actually tied with Webb, but I think that's the whole thing. We just know that with Kenny, he's got to take the early laps and the early races. He has to build a buffer. You can count on Webb to find 11 points over the next 11 weekends. we don't have the same track record of, last 4 rounds, Kenny's going to grind everyone down. It's funny, though, they're tied, but it doesn't feel that way.
No, not an ideal night. Chase Sexton.
So pissed. I can't imagine how mad Roxon must have been.
Pipes, the owner, Dustin Pipes, who clarified, by the way, about his team status and me and my connections before the race, by the way. But Dustin Pipes was in the press box and just like slammed the table. He was like so pissed. So not great.
No.
Especially like, because again, Hunter's fault, as we covered. So
I would be pissed too, but I would be pissed at the circumstances. Like, that's not a Hunter move. Hunter doesn't.
No,
do that.
Chase Sexton.
Anybody?
Sexton corner.
I don't know what to tell you.
Sexton corner.
Anybody?
I have no answer.
You want to go or?
Steve, you talk to Kier. You tell us, bro.
You talk to Kier.
All right, Malcolm 6th. I talked to Kier. What? What are you laughing at?
Moving on.
As Bill Belichick said, we're on to Dallas, dude.
Actually, I just thought of this. I talked to Chase on Friday, and he said, I'm just hoping to be better than P7. And then he said, if I could get a top 5, maybe I should deserve a trophy for that. So now that I think about that, he did pull it off. So maybe we should bring a trophy on Friday of Dallas.
The heat race wasn't good until the last 2 laps. Then he started railing, and he sort of salvaged a heat race. Good ride, sort of. His forks were off after the first session. Fork and shock were off after the second session. Kier was not wearing shorts. I was bummed at that.
Whoa.
So we talked about that a little bit. And I talked to Dan Fahey also before the night show, and I'm just like, how's it going? And he's like, we're scrambling. I think he used the word scrambling. They're trying, man. He said, everyone's been professional. Everything's above board. No one's MFing each other, but they are not where they need to be, and that's pretty obvious. And
I think it might be a little bit more panicky than that comment sounds.
Yeah, could be. This is on the record.
I'm hearing things are a little bit more dicey than that tone.
It's not good, man.
Yeah,
we live in a world where on the show, when Hunter got shuffled there because of the J-Coop incident, Ricky was basically like, Hunter's got to make quick moves of these guys. He's got to get around Sexton here early. And I'm like, we now live in a world where Hunter Lawrence is being held up by the significantly slower Chase Sexton in like the first 3 laps of the race.
Can't get caught up by Sexton early on.
So I literally said, I'm like, that's not something we're used to hearing. And RC's like, but that's where we are. Like, Sexton is holding him up.
It's incredible. When you guys were talking about it, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, that is not something I ever thought I'd hear.
No. I mean, even Hunter, I think, would be the first to admit that that's not a normal circumstance. Even he would think he'd be. I mean, held up. Sexton is not going fast enough. I'm being held up.
2 things. Sexton's struggles are the talk of the pits with other teams, for sure, when I go around and, talk to other teams. And 2, when are we at the point where we're like, dude, can you believe he won Anaheim? Wow. Can't believe it. He won Anaheim.
That's
a weird win.
I can't believe it because when everything's right, he's still Chase Sexton, man.
No, I know. No, I'm joking on that. Yeah.
I can't believe just riding around in 7th is what I can't believe.
It's not good. It wasn't like a close 7th or close 5th. I'm sorry, this weekend.
No,
he was getting yanked. He was so far back.
No, it's not like everything's there. Just man, it's not even the mental mistakes right now. Like we always talk about, like that dude is ripping, but gosh, just throw it away. How do you throw it away? Like that's been so many times have I thought that in my life, or about racing with Chase. This is just like, you don't look like you're as fast as the other guys. And I that's a new one for me. That's a new one for me with Chase Sexton.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, it's getting worse the last 2 weeks for sure.
The Anaheim win helps obviously in some ways, because then you're like, well, it's not a complete disaster and it's there. But I think it also confounds it a little bit more because it's like you had it in a spot good enough to win, but now it's scrambling and taking forks off 4 weeks later. And I know that's way oversimplifying things, but on the outside, that's the way it's going to look. Like you won the third race you were in on this bike. And then a month later, it's like back to the drawing board again.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, we may as well just move right into Prado corner because
Bruce is happy.
Nasty hit. Yeah. Cowie's happy for Prado.
Yeah.
Nasty hit in practice trying to triple over after the finish and shoulder. I don't know why Kate.
He tried to blitz through it. Like he didn't even try to triple. He like tried to like bounce, like wheel tap, but not with the rear wheel. It was not well executed.
Okay.
I watched it live. That's the only reason I know I watched it. Wasn't great.
I thought he was trying to triple and clip the 5-footer with his back tire.
No, he like checked up and then like tried to like kind of blitz it, which had it not been so sticky and not been Seattle, he probably would have been fine because that jump was super round. But the stickiness caught him a little bit, held him up, got more traction than he'd want, and then the front dropped. And then he kind of like, what's a tire pick or whatever that phrase is, the third one. And then that just ejected him into the berm. And that
nose pick.
There you go. It was
they asked him to give it a try. Everything checked out. They asked him to give him a try, and he didn't even make it down the first turn before he pulled out. So if you're wondering about the gambling stuff we got going on in our sport, it wasn't a great look. Not a great look for KTM to say he's okay and then that to happen. And again, Weege and JT can battle over this, but yeah.
I didn't talk to Steph. I know they told that to Lewis. They told the same thing to Will. I don't know what the policies are, but I was like, maybe just say we're going to give it a shot. We have no idea how this is going to go. Not he's all good. That would be my only thing is like maybe not. We're all good, no problem. Maybe like he's pretty beat up. We're going to give it a shot, but there's no telling how this is going to go. That's how I would probably have done it, but I don't know.
Yeah.
How that goes.
Well,
I got some advice for the gamblers out there. I got some gambling advice. Don't put money on a guy who nose picked the front wheel and endoed into a berm in qualifying. Who cares what the team says? You're stupid if you picked. Why? That's what I don't get. Like, it's the same thing with Tomac last year. Whether he lined up for the main or not, you saw him snap his leg in qualifying. Don't put money on
him. The point being, he qualified quickest again. Now it was
him in
and Hunter
earlier session.
Yeah, it was in first session. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I'm not talking. I'm moving on from the gambling thing.
Okay.
I don't care.
Thank you.
I just mean like he qualified quickest again. He jumped onto the table right away in the first session. He was crushing the whoops, and holy shit.
Yeah.
Yep. Just that part of it. Yeah. That whole part of it. Never mind the gambling in the shoulder. But so they think he may have a grade something AC separation. So it seemed like maybe he'll miss a few weeks after the race. Just that's sort of the unofficial word I got because he's going to need some time, but it's not like a surgery thing. But so it's low grade AC thing. Right.
Not a huge deal.
No, and I think obviously his situation, they're going to treat him with a little more caution than, if Tomac's banged up battling for the points lead, the situation's different.
I did talk to Ian Harris after the race, and he did admit that he did not see this coming from Jorge Prado. So that was nice because I said the same thing. So
speaking of gambling, was there a money line you could have placed on Prado being faster than Sexton in Supercross? Were there odds on that?
No, it was off the board. Wasn't you weren't even able to do it. No. Okay. And how's Marchbanks doing, by the way? Let's check in with Cowie right now. How's Marchbanks coming along?
Okay, wait. Is that the first in history Red Cross, but the rider later got up and finished the race?
Dude, he looked like he was not Red Cross. Like he was dead.
No, for sure. Red Cross, somebody's gotten up, I would think. Ever?
Yeah.
I guess so, but
they used to throw the Red Cross on the triple. If anybody crashed on the triple, they threw it like Red Cross was out. I'm sure somebody crashed near the triple.
Okay.
But the point is he was laying there, threw his goggles off, and just laid down like he was shot, and then got up and kept riding. That was weird. Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I saw him getting lapped, and I'm like, it was like a zombie blows.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's back. Well, he's on the track.
Zombie Garrett. Zombie Garrett. He wasn't down for as long as Blows, though. Blows was like multiple laps. Okay, Malcolm Stewart, 6th. His practice crash was ugly, dude. And he got up from that. Good job, Malcolm, man. Damn.
I was walking out behind him after the race just randomly, and he was limping pretty bad. He did not look like he was feeling great.
It's a good job to get 6, right? Yeah. RJ, by the way, his teammate, JT, Fly Racing Zone, be out for a little while, broke a foot. Handlebar came down on his foot.
Yeah, that's just bad luck. Bad luck.
Renthal.com, by the way, speaking of Chase Sexton, he's using That's one thing he hasn't changed. He has not changed the Renthals on his bike, whether it's twin wall bar, whether it's a fat bar, 7/8 bar, mountain bike stuff as well. They got a direct-to-consumer website now. $99 Weege gets you free shipping from Renthal.
I'm in.
Yep. And mountain bike stuff is on there as again, like I said. They'll have some closeouts on there. First chance to get that 661 bar that now has 3 wins under Eli Tomac, developed by Kiefer, I guess. I don't know, man.
Unbelievable.
But Tomac loves it. And I want to make it clear, he has always used Renthal at the right times. Always. Renthal.com. AP 7th. There's signs of life from AP lately. So last couple of weeks. So like back to being a top 10 guy. Like, no, obviously he had the red plate a little bit there, but at one point. But I look at AP like he could podium and he's going to be top 10. That's how I slot him into Supercross. So to me, like, good job to get 7th. Savatgy again, 8th. He had a battle with Ferrandis for a while coming up. Obviously, he got Kenny too late, right? So that helped.
I have a question.
Yep.
Do you think, though, with AP, like, good job getting 7th? Like, this was a guy that he just seemed like he had really turned a corner a year or two ago. Like,
my glass is half full.
No, I'm almost saying, like, I expect more from him. I think he's better. He had the red plate. He was winning races. He was getting podiums. And now it's like we're saying good job getting 7th. I don't know. Like, I think there's more there. I would wonder what he's thinking. Maybe last year he didn't really turn it around until late February, Daytona time. So maybe that's coming again. But this weekend was a little better. I don't know. I haven't seen raw speed from AP yet. Like, I haven't seen a flash, like, battling at the front, going for it outside of, like, the first lap of the first heat race of the year.
Here's the thing. I was talking to a rider that was telling me that it's such a joke that the fans in our sport pick on the last factory guy in the main event, 7th, 8th, 9th, and say, give his bike to a privateer and take his factory ride away. And this rider was like, it's so stupid. And I go, I agree. Like, 7th in a 450 main event, as JT knows, is awesome. And so I don't know. I kind of like, I think AP's paid to be that second guy on there. And so, yeah, good job. I'm
not mad at him for it.
Right,
I really thought he had kind of taken a step. And then this year I'm like, I don't know where that is.
Do you want to take his factory bike away?
No, that's idiotic.
Okay.
Like,
all right. Okay, good.
Trust me, those guys had factory bikes and I didn't, for a very good reason. Like, anybody
that
thought that, which I raced with a lot of guys that all said that, and I'm like, you are a moron.
All right, so okay, yeah. So you're not like, hey, give Greco a factory bike. You're not on that page.
I that doesn't even deserve a response.
Okay. Savatgy 8th. He said he picked up the rental car and then threw up on Friday, and then he had to sit in the rental car for hours. I don't know if he said hours, actually. He had to sit in the rental car for a while because anytime he sat up, he threw up again. I don't know, man. This is on Friday.
Car. Didn't sound good.
Yeah, so he threw up at the rental car place. He threw up back. I don't know.
He's like dying.
I don't know.
Anstey was coughing on the podium.
That was wild.
Yeah. So good job, Joey, to get 8th. Dylan 9th. For on the Ducati, Kenny 10th. Justin Hill
on
11th.
Dylan, I'm reading the team press release, and I know how this works. You can use software to do your transcribing for quotes. We use it sometimes at RacerX, but you have to be careful when you have a French accent. It says that he tried some things in practice on the bike and they didn't walk. And I can tell you with our own transcription that when Dylan says work, it thinks he's saying walk.
Yeah. Okay.
Or maybe he really meant it. I don't know, but they tried some things in practice and they didn't walk.
Justin Hill 11th. He's sort of back, riding better. Yep. Anderson 12th. How about Anderson in the LCQ? Like Tristan Lane teed him up. Meshy was moving all over the place. Anderson was probably like, who are these guys and what is going on?
Steve, you would have no idea this went on, but Weege knows I was full panic mode when I couldn't get Anderson for the interview, and we come back from commercial. Oh, so what happened? And I don't feel like I'm betraying.
He did it, right?
What?
He did it, didn't he?
Yes, but I'm not betraying his confidence. I don't think, because this is all legit. He didn't have a hat, and he was not going to do the interview unless he had a monster hat to put on. Like, he basically we're counting down. He's trying to. His mechanic left with the bike, right? His mechanic leaves to go get the bike ready with all the stuff he needs to do an interview. Yeah. And I'm like, hey man, we got 15 seconds, and I'm bringing us back from commercial. Like, there is no buffer here. And he's like, I'm not going to do it. I can't do it. I'm going to get fined. I'm sorry. He's not trying to screw me over. He's like, I can't do it. Somebody comes running like Usain Bolt from the other side of the track to get him a hat. I'm bringing us back rambling. I don't even know what I said. I think I said something about technical difficulties. I have no idea what I even said, because I'm trying to get him to the spot. We're live on television. My heart rate's 200 at this point, and we did the interview, but good God, it probably wasn't as bad as it felt like it was, but I was stressing really badly in this moment, just so you know.
Well, I'm sure Jason was stressing at LCQ because he got shuffled back at one point.
He's fine.
I mean, it was, classic factory guy.
He's so much better. I know. Because all you need to do is just get clear for a lap, and you're
classic factory guy. Like, he was getting shuffled. Tristan Lane hit him, put him back, and then he's like, "Okay, I got to string together. If I string together 3 good corners,
over.
I'm going to pass 3 guys." And that's what he did. Like,
it's. I know it's probably more stressful for him in the moment, but me watching it, I was really never that worried. I truly wasn't. Those guys are just so much better than the rest of the field, man.
Colt Nichols 13th. McElrath 14th. Good job, Shane. He helped my fantasy team. I told him that. Give him some inspiration. Moran's and Harlan. Harlan finished behind Moran's. That's probably because he was ordered to. Moran's owns the team, so I'm sure that's the whole thing. You can't beat Kevin. Okay. Harrison 17th. I think he finally broke his streak of just getting 20th. So, good job, Mitchell Harrison.
And he qualified through the heat, so a big step for Harrison.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Ty Masterpool made it as well. I was going to pick him in fantasy, and I was like, as like all things Ty Masterpool, you're never quite sure, but he's on that Gizmo team, and 18th for Ty. He was doing something
3-3-2.
Cool. That was it. Yeah, I did the 3-3-2 right out of the turn before the finish.
Last practice of the day. He's just crushing it, like no problem.
Yep. And you're just like, oh yeah, Ty Masterpool's good.
I know. I was just like, so we just watched a practice. Nobody really does this. Tomac like goes 2-3-2-1. Like you can see him coming together free lap. Like he's like, oh, that line's there. And then Masterpool comes out the next practice and just no problem. Just no problem. 3-3-2. See ya. I'm just like, all right. Cool.
Give him Plessinger's bike.
Title contender? Title contender?
I think he might be racing 250 East, so we'll see in a couple days.
Oh, like for Gizmo or for like a team?
So. For Gizmo, they haven't decided if he's going to do 250 or 4. He will be on Gizmo for sure.
I had a fan ask me, "Do you think he's going to ride Star Outdoors?" And I'm like, "Yep, yes, I do."
I do too.
So, do you know if Gizmo has anything to do with the Gremlins?
No, does not.
It does not.
No, okay. No.
It's good that the races are earlier now, because if you feed that team after midnight,
can't get them wet either.
Can't get them wet. Oh boy, we dodged a bullet.
Yeah, can you imagine? Just all this stuff popping out of Ty's back, little tiny gremlins. Damn, dude. That's a good one, both of you. Vince Freeze 19th, Tristan Lane 20th, Cartwright 21st. Marchbanks 22nd. So yeah, checking in at Cowie. We got Marchbanks 22nd. Chase 5th. Okay, all right.
Okay.
Everything's all right. It's the dog sipping the coffee. Everything is fine.
Yeah.
Everything is fine.
Fire in the background. Oh man.
Yeah, so okay, so I didn't look at the points. I saw it on the board. I forget now. Hunter's got 1 over Eli.
Yep. And then it's
Hunter's got
11 back to Kenny
and Chase
18. It's only funny is I feel like Chase has been 18 points back for weeks now. I don't know how that's.
It's only 18, really?
Yes, I don't know how that math is mathing. I don't know how.
I would have thought it was like 30. Seriously, I would have thought it was 30.
Yeah, I don't know how that's possible, but here we are.
So are both of you guys off Sexton Island? You're gone? You're not with me?
Lewis is with me. I can't use the phrase island for anything. I'm off any island.
But because Lewis and I are on it still, but it's
Lewis is on it. I'm surprised.
Why?
I
get it. Yeah. Right. I don't know, man. So no panic button. Our friend Zach Osborne on Thursday, he hit the panic button.
Yeah, and it didn't get better really. So
yeah, I'm hitting it. I'm there.
Yeah,
I am there. I thought this weekend was a chance to kind of reel things back in, slower racetrack. He's been really good, like the battles with Webb over the years at Seattle. But I saw nothing that would tell me that things are getting better. So I'm there. I am very, very concerned.
Okay. All right. That's the 450 class from Seattle. Good job, Eli Tomac, Cooper Webb. That was a cool race for sure. And thank you to the folks at Fly Racing, at Fly Racing USA on social media. And use code Pulpmx to check out when it comes to Fly Racing, and official gear of all three of us here on the show. Although Weege's kid got FXR at one point, and that caused a huge problem in our group text. But there we go.
Look at that, showing out the Fly formula right there. Oh yeah,
yeah, fantastic. Mm-hmm. What about your award? Where's your award?
I got other sponsors for my Wednesday show. Here we go. Can you see it back there now?
Oh,
that's what it would look like if you had one, Steve.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Maxxis, Renthal, motorsport.com as well. Thank you to Motorsport. Go through the banner to help us out. They have a sweepstakes going on right now where they can you can win a Pulpmx replica race bike. It is motorsport.com/win to learn more. But they got weekly prizes, including Fly Racing stuff, which I think was last week or this week from Fly Racing. So motorsport.com, giving it back to the sport. Thank you to those guys for all that they do. Great prices, free shipping on anything over $79 as well. Motorsport.com for all that you need, OEM and aftermarket parts. And Onyx Maps, Weege, as well.
Yeah, 700 and some thousand miles of trails. I think 750,000 miles, public and private land, single track trails for dirt bikes, desert stuff, wood stuff, mountain bike stuff. There's a hiking part. If you're Cameron Haynes and you want to run 256 miles and straight for 3 days, you could probably find that many trails. I mean, you got 750,000 miles to pick from. So go to Onyx Off-Road in the App Store or onyxmaps.com. And speaking of, did you see Cameron Haynes, the Grand Marshal, Steve?
Yeah, I would have liked it if he wore a mask or a cape or something. Like, I just think of an archer as, Hawkeye and like a superhero, but that's just me.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know anything about this superhero thing. But anyway.
No, I know. Yeah.
He's not like a comic book guy.
Yeah, but when I think of that, when you say archer, I think of like Hawkeye.
So here's what I'm getting at. So he actually, Cameron Haynes, the world famous bow hunter and ultramarathon runner, has a Cowie endorsement deal. So the agency at Cowie that was making sure that he was where he needed to be and signing autographs with the truck, it's also an agency that works with Onyx Maps and a gear brand that Phil Nicoletti wears. And Steve, the negotiations are back on. Back on.
Okay.
So again, this is very important. This is like 2:00 on race day. Again, I'm doing a TV show.
You have nothing else to do.
There I am working through Phil negotiation, potential content plans. Again, it's been going on since Anaheim 2. We're still working on Phil's deal.
But we have not gotten an agreement.
But it's much better. A week ago, I think we were done. Now it's looking good.
And it does involve Phil getting more money?
That's the problem.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, that's the problem.
All right. Well, keep us up to date on that, Weege, if you can.
It's looking by the way, there will be some Phil Nicoletti RacerX content at some point in 2026. Sorry about that.
I do miss those columns. Besides observations, it's literally the best thing on RacerX Online. That's it. It goes Phil's column, then me, and then nothing else on there.
Nothing else, huh?
No, nothing. Yeah, so that guy rides, the archer, he rides? Or does he just drive a side-by-side, or does he ride moto?
I don't even know about
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't think there's a lot of riding.
Okay.
He runs a lot. And then Rarick was telling me that his son is like Olympic level. Apparently the son like runs marathons, but also broke the record for most pull-ups in a day. And Rarick's like, it's impossible that you could be built well enough to run marathons and break the pull-up record. They're just gnarly people. So
also, Army Ranger. His kid's an Army Ranger.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
But then somewhere JT made the right move. We interviewed him and JT made the right move and he just dropped John Tomac in the combo. And I was like, yes, that is our safe zone. We have John Tomac.
Is the mom a supermodel? Are we getting into that?
Anything else?
The mom's anything else going on?
Go talk to the Tomac. We're not at your level.
The dad's an astronaut.
We are genetically incapable of we shouldn't even be in this conversation.
No. But
speaking of running, JT, so I had a listener reach out. He works for a running shoe company, and I forget the name now. Weege, do you remember?
Ultra.
I'm sorry.
ALTRA. Ultra running. Yep.
ALTA. Okay, so
ALTRA.
Ultra.
There you go.
Okay, Ultra shoes. Seemed like a great company. Went to the website. Have you heard of them?
No.
Okay. Well, listener of the show, big fan, says, hey, I want to hook up the Pulp crew with some running shoes. Go to the website and pick what you want and everything else. And so I sent it out to some of the crew, including Weege, because
I just not I'm not on the Pulp crew apparently.
Do you want, dude? You're Grantstone guy. You're not a running shoe guy.
I don't.
What?
How much more exercise do I need to do for you? Where you think that I would benefit from this type of shoe?
Dude, you're a weightlifter guy. I did think about that.
I did 2 hours of cardio on Friday. What
I don't know, man.
Want from me,
okay,
man?
I'll get you some. I don't know. I thought you were weightlifting, not cardio guy anymore. You were cardio guy.
You're unbelievable.
Okay. If the guy's listening, it's Craig, I think. Give JT. So Weege writes back, free shoes, get me these. And then the guy writes back and says, yeah, I'll get Weege a pair. And then Weege writes back, if I could have known, I would have got another pair of trail shoes.
Whoa. You're completely skipping like 5 parts of this.
The guy, what am I skipping?
You're skipping where he's like, actually, Weege, I'll send you 2. I throw in a different colorway.
Because he knows
free shoes. I'll give you 2.
Yeah.
And then I said, well, if you're going to give me 2, give me 2 different kinds instead of the 2 of the same kinds in a different color. Right. And what you're also leaving out is our guy Rarick asking for the $250 shoes?
The carbon plate shoes. Like what? Come on, man. It's just anyways, we'll get you shoes, JT.
It sounds like it sounds like Steve with my dear friend Nick.
It is a lot like that.
Maybe. Before we get to 250s, by the way, Friday night did a really cool podcast with Marshall Plum. He's a legend. The Re-Raceables podcast, we recorded one, Seattle 93 with Swink almost beating Jeremy McGrath. And so stay tuned for that. Look, any podcast channel. It was really good stuff from Marshall, who worked for Swink and Rollerball and Guy Cooper. And we got Larry Ward stories, and it was fantastic. So all of that from Marshall Plum. So thanks for doing that, Rarick and Weege.
Speaking of Rarick and his carbon shoes, JT, he said he needs them because he wants to get on the troll training program. And the Martins are such animals that he needs all the help he can get. And then he just texted us that today Alex Martin just completed a marathon running at a 6:07 mile pace for 26 miles.
That was yesterday.
Hauling ass.
That doesn't make any sense.
J Mart comes up to me on Track Walk. He's got that live 360 thing, and he's watching Amart run this marathon, and it's giving him all the stats. He's like, look at Al, look at Big Al. He was telling me, and like then the map showed up on the streets of wherever, Arizona, and Big Al's running.
Unbelievable.
So, yeah. All right, because I was wondering if Big Al was there working on Ducati hospitality again. I don't know, but great to see you in the press box, by the way, Reed. JT came a couple times, which is awesome. Sat down with us. You never actually sat down. You just come in, you talk about us being losers, and then you leave. But JT sat down. JB came up there. Adam was up there.
We spent a lot of time with Ricky.
Yep.
A lot of time with Ricky.
Just you, Weege.
Greatest of all time.
It's true.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, 250s. Well, that was a race. It was awesome. Levi was on it. He was doing that little double over the start first turn thing. That was great. He was catching Hayden. In my eyes, Hayden slowed up and was like, all right, let's go. I don't think he slowed up. I don't think he slowed up until he realized he was getting caught. And then, like, to Hayden's credit, he pulled back out away and won the race. And so was it Stu on Chad Reed at Unadilla? No. But sort of, kind of.
I was worried that that's what was going on, but I don't think that was. I think that was just they were battling. But
you don't think he slowed up?
He gave up that lead and then lost time and then pulled him back in. I was afraid of that, but I think we're okay.
I think he wanted to figure out where Levi was making up time on him.
Because if you look at the lap times, I was interested in those. He's doing 50s all the way board. Then he does a 51. He does a 53, then a 54. Then back down to 52 and 51. So to me, he was like, okay, like let's slow down, let's let him by and see what he's doing. But like, yeah, man, like, did I like some of the cat and mouse Larry Ward chicken thing in Seattle? Speaking of Seattle, not really, but nobody knocked each other down. Hayden could have gone for the kill a couple times and he didn't. Did you guys agree? Like,
he got pretty aggressive a couple times, cut through the mid part of the corner. Like
to the outside,
you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know. Overall, I thought it was, like I said on the podium, race of the year. Like, I don't know how anybody's topping that. I hope so. If we can top that, man, we are doing something. That was incredible.
So you're fine with like what was going on?
Again, I said he was being pretty aggressive. When you're going sideways in the midpoint of the corner, sure, right? But he didn't. He didn't finish it, right? Had he gone ahead and ended him? Yeah, I don't. That's not okay at all. But
it's kind of where I'm at. Yeah.
I mean, we saw he can do that. Look at Vegas. We saw he can do that stuff.
Yeah.
I thought it was within bounds. Like, was it questionable? Maybe. But overall, sorry.
Levi was okay with it. You know, like Levi after the race was like, you know,
What they both said there too was they were. I do agree that Deegan could have gone 10% worse. He left something off it. He could have knocked him down. He didn't. But also, they both said, and JT can probably speak on this, they were going so slow that it doesn't feel nearly as threatening on that when you're going 8 miles an hour in a rutted first gear turn. So neither were that partially because of the speeds.
If you took a picture of some of the angles that Hayden was drawing, you'd be like, oh, that's not ideal. But the point we keep coming back to is he didn't go all the way through with it. He didn't like drive through him, which he could have. There's one where he kind of like at the last second checks up and he almost hits Kitchen's rear wheel, which it doesn't really do much, you know? So I don't know. It was borderline, but on the inside border of being okay.
I was extremely worried that the entire thing was, as we say in the wrestling business, a work. It was that Deegan had a whole script plan where he was going to purposely let him lead and then to be able to take him out in the home race or whatever. But I'm going to take that shocking sign of respect at the end, as you always say, Steve, when Deegan just does the normal thing. It's like, whoa, I'm going to take that as this was face value and they were just battling. But there were definitely points in the race where, as I was announcing, and I'm like, do I need to throw out the potential option that he's somewhat screwing with Levi and not really racing him? But it seems to me like it ended up being a heads-up race.
I think you got to give him some props because he let Levi by. Levi was nailing that line still, and Hayden was jumping onto the table more than Levi was, and he caught him. You know what I mean? Like, there was a 2-second gap there when Levi went by. Like, Hayden caught him, so props to that.
I really think a huge factor in this was Hayden's fitness. That kid is really, really fit, right? And we can all talk about the things he does and says, and we don't love it, and we're not 20 years old anymore, and all those things are true. But he's shown us time and time again that the hard work is being put in, because his fitness level, whether it's indoors or out, when it really comes down to it, he has the grit, and he mentally and physically can just outlast people. Like I said this on the show, and I believe it still today. When he gets into like deep like that with Kitchen, he's here for it, because I think he's like, I'm fitter than this guy, I'm mentally tougher than this guy, and if it's just going to come down to who's tougher in the end in the last few laps, I think he'll take that every time. I do, and he continues to prove why. Like I think he has a lot in the tank in that end. And for a guy where we always question these things, he's a lot tougher than I think we want to or have given him credit for sometimes.
Yeah, I agree, JT, 100%. He's in shape. He's gritty. If Levi had kept jumping on the table and he kept that line up around this outside the sand, I don't think Hayden does anything, but he couldn't do it. And then Hayden got him back. The worst thing Hayden did to me was on the podium. He said, "Tell this chef there's a new kitchen here." Wait, what? I think
he knew he screwed it though.
Yeah. There's a new kitchen. Wait, a new
the booze
chef.
Are raining
There's
down.
a new chef.
Yeah. The booze are raining down. I think it messed up the train of thought just enough.
Right.
Yeah.
I was like, did he just say there's a new kitchen? Because that doesn't make any sense.
New kitchen and the chef.
Yeah.
He posted about it after on social too.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think I got to jump off here, guys, so you can talk about Anstey, the mysterious cough.
Give us some final thoughts on 250s.
I'm actually impressed that, I had already signed off that Deegan's an all-time dude in this class, and we can nitpick the other guys or what they're doing right or wrong, and I'm like, yeah, it doesn't matter. He's just that good. But I was impressed that Levi was able to give him that much of a run. Like, I didn't...
Mm-hmm.
When he got to second, and the same thing happened to Levi that happened to Hunter, right? They were close on the first lap, and then a little bit of shuffling. Suddenly, there's 3 or 4 guys between them, and I'm like, there's no way he's going to reel Deegs in. But he did. I didn't even know he had that in him. I know he's very good in those conditions. And Kitchen's a great rider, and the crowd thing probably helps. But I was impressed he was able to give him that kind of run. I thought, honestly, we were past that, where anybody could even catch Hayden in that class. So that was actually good, even though he didn't win, I thought.
All right.
And the rest of the guys in the class, seriously, I don't know, man. Like, literally, when it comes to Anstey and this cough, I don't know, man.
Yeah, Anstey, he was struggling to keep it in on the podium even. He was coughing, just this and that. So
he said something about Anaheim dirt. Ever since Anaheim dirt, he has had a problem. I have no idea what that means. I'm not.
I think he thinks there was lime in it, but a couple people asked around and there was no lime.
I'm just saying what he said.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Apparently
also,
not.
I'm wondering, JT, we talked about the fumes thing. This obviously wouldn't have been a thing in Seattle per se, but it definitely happened in other races. Talking to some of the AMA guys, and I'm like, I don't remember this being a thing until more recently. And the theory is that some of the race gas is getting gnarlier and gnarlier and gnarlier.
For sure. Yeah.
And JT, you probably experienced this. I've had guys tell me they can tell what gas the guy in front of them on the track is using.
Yeah,
from getting the exhaust.
It smells different. Yeah.
Yes.
I got it really bad in Glendale again. The worst I've ever gotten was Minneapolis, maybe 2021, 22, maybe 22.
Yeah.
It was like not a good situation. So
I guess what I'm getting at is if whatever Anstey's deal is, I don't know. Maybe that's a factor. I don't know about the dirt at Anaheim, but this seems to be a thing.
If it keeps it up, Feld's going to have to do something as far as regulating this or doing, because these are people that are going to the stadiums buying tickets and because I got, after JT said Glendale, I got a bunch of DMs about it. Other people that were there buying tickets. So maybe it's something they got to look into. Yeah.
Do you guys remember this being a thing 18 years ago?
No.
I don't remember this.
No, of course not. No.
Yeah. So I was trying to figure out, like, what has changed?
I raced in Germany where it was the worst ventilation of all time.
Well,
back 20 years ago.
And then you had 17,000 Germans smoking.
And my heart rate was 180 beats a minute for an hour in there and nothing. Right now, man, I really suffer. So I think you guys are onto something.
Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out what's because I know it's like, oh, open the roof, do this, do that, and I'm like, yeah, but we've raced Supercross in indoor buildings forever, and it never became a problem no matter what. So I'm trying to figure out what changed, and that's one of the theories I heard is that the race gas is getting so aggressive. Whether you're pouring it, you can smell it. Whether you're behind the guy, you can smell it. And this isn't scientific. No one has some sort of gauge attached to the exhaust to know that's it. But it's like, well, what's different from the 4 strokes in 2006 through now? 20 years.
Yeah, no, fuel's gotten gnarlier for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's just a guess. Otherwise, 250 West. Right. I don't know, man. It's weird how every time you think one of these guys has got it, Ryder D, Moseman, whoever, Anstey, and then they don't. I don't know.
That's a good point.
Can't guess anymore.
Yeah. We don't have a guy to grab it. You're right.
No. I mean, Kitchen probably was the second best guy coming in, and he probably is now the second best guy, but it's been pretty up.
42 points down.
Yeah, he's second best guy. I don't know if he's getting second.
No, I know. I just think about that. Like that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Do I keep my window open here, Steve?
I don't know.
Why don't I just do that?
Okay. Sounds good. Anton,
keep your window
Anton
on.
Can figure it out.
You guys can enjoy it. I mean, I got to form you a helmet back here. You could let's do this.
Got your number one plates back there.
Yeah. I got these.
Yeah, number one.
Can you guys read these? Look at this. Can you read this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's Stu's number one plate. I have RC's.
Wow.
I think it's Salt Lake one year we all had to get on a red eye and everybody forgot their stuff.
I remember that.
You know, Stu's not asking for it back?
They haven't called me and said, hey, could you go to FedEx and get me that number one plate?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Weege. Well, you're back in the booth in Dallas, right? This weekend?
Yeah, Dallas. Yep. And I think I only have one more after that. Birmingham or something. 250 East. 250 East.
Should be great. All right.
I think Shimoda's going to race.
Not to start. No.
No?
No.
Oh, I'm getting conflicting reports on that then.
I talked to Joe this week.
Oh, okay. I would have been shocked that he'd be back this early, but then I heard he was, so who knows? Honda was smart enough to say, we'll announce something closer to the date of the race. They're not saying either way.
Are we doing a 250 East preview? Okay. Go Seth Amaker, Cole Davies. 1A and 1B, and then in somewhere, right?
If Joe's not racing, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
JT, is that where you're at?
Yeah, Thrasher online too. You know, probably why am I not in this talk? But again,
Thrasher will get a win or two and then disappear.
See you guys.
All right. Okay. Bye, Weege. Yeah, Max Anstey third, 31 seconds back of the top two, because those guys were gone.
It's funny. Will comes up to me and goes, "Who got third?" I'm like, I don't know. I guess whoever comes up here, that's who I'm talking to, and it was Anstey.
Yeah.
And I even said to him on the podium, which all of you but Steve know this. I'm like, I have no idea how your race went after you got passed. I have no idea what you did, who you raced with, what you were doing. So just tell me how it went.
I did the same thing with Max Volan. I'm like, hey man, the race up front was really good. So how was yours?
Yeah.
Because I have no idea. So, but good for Max to get on the box for sure. It's been a few bad races. Ryder D fourth. McAdoo had a big one in practice, heat race, and then he was testing it for the main event. His shoulder was really sore and all of that. So he said he went on a hot lap and he was testing the strength of his shoulder to make sure that it was okay. Fifth,
okay.
Mosen 6, Voland and Yoder were going at it, I guess. Just an epic battle, apparently. I never saw any of it. Passing each other back and forth and having a good old time
Mosen
out
and
there.
Yoder?
No, Voland and Yoder.
Voland and Yoder. I thought it was
Voland, teammates, yeah. Parker Ross 9th, Mumford 10th. I want to thank Revan Gordon. I picked him in fantasy all by himself and in the heat race, and Parker Ross put him down for 8th. It's not awesome. And then we saw what happened in the LCQ with Reverend Gordon too. Last lap in qualifying spot. So yeah, I really like that for my fantasy team. That was fantastic.
I'm glad I think he's okay. Holy crap.
I think he's okay. Yeah.
That was a big one.
How about Sean from Vital, the camera guy?
Leaping over him.
The leaping over him. Yeah.
That was incredible.
After that, I don't got a whole lot, JT. Rod Bell's out of it. Hope he's all right. I think he walked off, so that part is good.
I mean, the whole race was those two at the front. Like it was. You hate to say that, but it's true.
Yeah. I think that's Nico Cox' first main event, German guy. So good job.
I love this. We're all scared of pronouncing this, right? Because we just saying Koch, but I
think it's Koch, yeah.
But I think like Malin says Cook. I think a lot of people say Cook in German.
Okay,
it's just a funny thing to me because everybody's scared of saying that one, but I don't even think that's it anyway. I think, anyway.
Okay, yeah. No, I thought I was told it was Cock, so I don't know. All right. What else? Matty Jorgensen got in. I got nothing else for these guys. Logan Leitzel, your guy. In.
Yep.
And yeah, that's it. That's all I got for the 250 class. And they're going on a break now. We'll see them in Birmingham, I think, for the showdown. Yeah, the showdown in Birmingham next time we see them.
You won't be there.
I will not. I don't think I'm going to Birmingham. But I do look forward to the East kicking off, like we said. Davies, Hammaker, Thrasher. Flying at the test track is Dax Bennick right now. So flying at the test track hype is Bennick. Cochran, Casey Cochran as well.
What do we think about Pierce Brown?
Yes, Pierce has been riding really well, I guess. I don't know. Like, yeah.
I mean, he was ripping at the opener last year.
Yeah. Yeah, he's probably the underrated guy, right? Yeah. Like,
nobody's talking about him, but
no.
He's probably going to be actually practice. We're going to be like, oh my God, Pierce Brown. Yeah. How do we not talk about that?
I was breaking down the East with somebody this weekend and totally forgot Pierce Brown. Like, didn't even mention him. And they were like, "Hey, what about Pierce Brown?" I'm like, "Oh yeah." So, all right. Let's Seattle. All right, we're on Dallas.
Any chance Deegan shows up in an East race?
I don't think so. Do you?
It's not 0.
Okay.
It's not 0%.
All right. Well, that'll make it spicy for sure.
Lead, and I could see a world where things are going really well, and they just drop it on the world like a bombshell.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe. Well, stay tuned for that. Thank you to Fly Racing for coming on board. RacerX Magazine, of course, Onyx Maps, Motorsport.com, Maxxis, Renthal, Brunt Work Wear. Use code Pulpmxshow at BruntWorkwear.com to save with Marin boots. I was talking to Pedro, Prado's mechanic, about his Marin boots this weekend. He loves them. I'm going to work to get him another pair.
The model of them?
The Marin, yes.
Marin, okay. Marin is a model of the Brunt.
Yes, and there's an Omen boot as well. Waterproof, durable. They fit easy right out of the box, and a couple different colors in each one. They got clothes as well, so they've got the jackets and sweatshirts and stuff like that. BruntWorkwear.com. Code Pulpmxshow to save with those guys. Thank you to them for coming on board as well. And we're on to Dallas, and should be a good race for sure. So thanks to Weege for coming on for a little bit, and JT, thanks, buddy.
Yep, see you guys.